Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to the Beastro demo. It is one part farming sim, one part cooking sim, one part creature collection RPG, and has, I think, deck building combat. It seems really neat, and is available, or was available as part of the Steam Next Fest. I have no idea if the demo is still up, but it caught my eye right at the end, and I figured I'd give it a shot. So, let's just dive right in and see how it goes. It looks charming. I like games that mess with genres. Oh good, you're awake. Come on. Well, that was fast. Well, this looks pleasant. I really like trees that are not just green. Until I regained my strength, I thought I'd spend some time here and heal. You can stay— oh, we're a caracal, not a fox. You can stay as long as you need, but we have work to do. Work? You're not worried about the remnant. What do you want me to do? I'm a chef, not a caretaker. I'm sure they'll get it locked soon. This is what they've been preparing for. Right, do you think they expect me to be out there? Everyone assumes you're dead, and until last night, no one's seen you since, well... Aren't you too young to know about that? The wiping out of an entire flavor? Chef, remember? Not having spicy around is pretty obvious. You did what you had to do to save everyone else. Besides, if you go back out there, I don't think you're coming back. Just come with me, we'll run through the chores, and then we can meet up with Travers and open the restaurant. Give it a day or two, we'll get you ready to battle. That's a freaking looking bird. The Delishkins are up. Time to get going. Okay, this is cute. Okay, normally I kind of get freaked out by the tiny feet for characters, but like, there's something about the character proportions that just feels very whimsical in a good way. Big hands, long arms, tiny feet. Oh, it's a bit too early for bed. No, I want to go to sleep. Let's see. Okay, so we can go in here. Let's see how everyone is doing this morning. First, we go pick up the weird bird. Oh, no, we can pet it. Aw, aren't you a cute little horror dinosaur? I get the feeling I'm probably going to have to get meat from one, and that's going to be bad. Grub, a Delishkin's favorite treat, and great way to catch fish. Neat. This is pretty. I have mixed veggies, leafy blend of greens and veggies that pack a healthy punch. On a trick win, attack and gain +2 stamina. Ooh. Okay, well, might as well just water them. I really like the artistry on this. The subtle pattern on the coat and the kind of waistcloth. And even the, change seed. Might as well plant some rice. Even the watering can has like a really nice design on it. This is kind of one of those where they just let the artist run wild, and it looks so good. Oh, what a neat coop. They even have kind of like a crowing spot, which, I mean, honestly, as somebody who really doesn't actually want to hear a rooster crow, I could see that being slightly problematic, but still. Leaves. Cows love the crunch of a leaf. Might have other uses. Okay, good. It doesn't tell me the details about every new grub, or every subsequent grub. Just the first one. So can I get in here and interact with this buddy? Big. Oh, this is cute. This is really cute. Okay, feed Delishkin grub. How? Throw? I don't know, there's something about that. The feed chicken, get egg, but with a farting sound. Not the first time I've seen that happen, but it never gets old. If only it would be that easy. Okay. Oh, cow. Of course. My brain just didn't quite register that. So now what? I guess we just feed it. Okay. I'll go talk to Orso the merchant. Also, loving how fast this dude hustles. Like, they are very zippy in a good way. Morning, Panko. I've got Travers' delivery order ready for today. I haven't seen him yet. Do you mind taking it to the restaurant? It's a great mix of staples. I've got a nibble to test the quality, and my stomach's been rumbling ever since. Thanks, Orso. I'll get this to him so we can prep for the day. Okay, so we got raw rice, cow milk, Peak leak. Yeah. This is ooh, look at those like kind of hanging cloths. This is very pretty. And then there's some kind of purple beam in the distance, which I'm assuming is probably a magical disaster we need to consider. Oh, look at this dude. This is neat. Good morning. How's the catch today? Fantastic. There's a few pockets of fish out there today. You should gather some grubs and try your luck at the pier. I'd love to see some fish on the menu soon. Ocean to ocean. Try fishing. Well, is this the pier? Can I just go fish now? Just out of sheer curiosity. I'm just going to keep kind of... Okay, seashell, candy coating on a trick wind. Caretaker will take -2 less damage from attacks for 3 turns. It seems like there's a lot of random ingredients to be just found out here. Oh, even the little details of... Oh, wait. The shovel's a paw print. That's so cute. I don't know. I love how dense this environment is with details, but in such a way that it's like... just little unnecessary stuff that other games could just totally ignore, but it gives the game a really solid, like, lived-in feel. The forgotten boots, the hidden little sandcastle down here. I used to do this when I lived in Del Mar, in California, long time ago. We had like it was like a series of drainage canals. I'm trying to remember. It was like a flooding area. I don't know, it's been a while. Okay, A to cast, zoom, rotate. Well, I don't know if any of this matters. And then A right after a fish bites. How will I know when it bites? I don't know, we'll find out. Oh, Crablamo. Okay, that's fun. I just landed in the middle of the group, just because. But yeah, it was this kind of... this is this nice little, like, reservoir-y area. That the sea would, like the high tide would kind of flow into, and then it would flow back out. And so it was like part salt water, part fresh water. Let's try going, oh, damn it. Keep wasting these. We can go further out. Yeah, let's see what this group looks like. A shrimp! That's a very interesting take on shrimp, sure. But yeah, every once in a while, we'd like find the area where the water would kind of go under bridges or docks and stuff and build things there. And it was kind of fun. It was always like darker and dingier though, to the point where I like didn't like being there. But it did feel kind of like I was making a secret hideout. Because we'd often like dig a hole and like make walls and other things rather than full sandcastle. Okay, so Crablamo. Card has a chance of being destroyed when played. When played as an enhancer on a winning trick, do bonus attack. Oh, so the ingredients become the cards in the deck. Okay. Yeah, we haven't actually gotten to the combat section. I also need to get some more bugs. I'll work on that. It looks like this also does not work off of a real-time system, which I'm very appreciative of. I played... Oh, what was it? Cuisinier. I played Cuisinier recently-ish. I actually found it slightly frustrating that it was based off of like a real-time clock. If only because it kind of meant I had to worry about like timing and running around and stuff. I'm much more of a like, no, real-time in video games doesn't feel good. Like, sometimes it can, but more often than not, it's just an opportunity to be frustrating to either limit players from getting access to things, or limit players from getting access to things, or to add undue pressure. And, like, sometimes that pressure is good, but it's rare that I've played a game where I'm like, man, that ticking clock really feels good. And maybe I'm just not the right person for this kind of thing. Sorry, at this point I'm just playing bug collection and looking around because this is pretty and neat. And also, why not, right? Yeah, I'm thinking of... Oh, there's a really good game that I want to do a series on at some point called Unsighted. But one of the frustrations around that game... Oh, you're cool looking, whatever the heck you are. Morning, Panko. Did you collect the cloudberries today? They smell so wonderful when they're ripe. Funky looking dude. And yeah, this whole thing, like, this weird fountain with the water flowing out of the rock. And, okay, I'm not sure about the candle midday, but eh. Yeah, now, is there a way for me to go faster? I mean, I'm already zooming, so I don't think I need to do more than this, but... Always worth a check. I just want to see if I can grab some more grubs. But there might actually be a limited amount. I could have screwed up on the catch the fish at night thing. Oh well, I don't think I actually need it, and who knows, maybe during the next hour cycle, we'll get more resources. But I'm not seeing anything else spawning here. And, like, that's a great way of kind of handling time, because now, presumably, we do a restaurant cycle, or an exploration cycle or whatever, and then time moves on to the next tier. Hey, Travers, I've got a delivery from Orso. Not usually this, charred, right? Travers? Travers! I don't think he's here. He's here, he's always here. We're supposed to cook mushrooms today. He loves mushrooms. You still have mushrooms in Palopori? Everything seems so different now. Well, no, he lives outside the wall and brings them back. Outside the wall? The wall that's protecting you from, the wilds and the monsters? It's never mattered before. He's always here, and then you show up, and now he's not. This place will look at it. I have to find him. Are you just gonna leave it things like this? I'll deal with that later. I gotta go talk to Bull. Even this restaurant looks really lovely. I mean, apart from the, you know, charring and damage and whatnot. Oh, and it's got this, like, really cool tree growing in the center. Oh, is it a tree, but also... I bet there's going to be a fire in that. Maybe? I don't know. I think this is lovely looking. I've been having kind of a hard-ish year. I don't know if it's a hard year. Somebody called me out on this recently, being like, you sound depressed. And I'm like, yeah, a little. But it's been kind of sad seeing a bunch of, like, the games industry just losing, steam. Just getting gutted year after year. But it's always really heartening to see games like this come out. And it's like, no, gaming's still good and has, like, a bright future. It's mostly just discoverability, marketing, and getting funding that's the problem. Bull, hey, have you seen Travers today? Can't say that I have, but he never enters through this door. I've been guarding this spot ever since my little pads could lift that lock bar. Not a soul's entered through this door. Yep, no one's come through that door. Banco, who's this? Oh, she's... Flambe, great to meet you, Paloporian. You'll find my signature in the guest log throughout all of history, though it's been a while since I was last here. Wait, really? Oh, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I just assumed you were dead. I almost was. Panko found me last night and is helping me regain my strength. I apologize for sneaking in, but things got a bit dire when the Remnant opened up in the marshlands. You're safe here, Flambe. We built this wall to protect us from everything out there. Unlocked Remnant or not, this door is staying shut, and my friends are going to be protected. I can keep an eye on things from here. I hope so. And seeing as we have you, the actual guardian of Solido here in town, I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, right. I'm sure I'll heal up quick too. Exactly, and in the meantime, traditions are traditions, and you will need to sign the guest log. I'll make sure to do so today. Wonderful. Panko, should I be worried about Travers? I'm not sure. I'm gonna check his secret entrance. I'll let you know if he comes this way. I'll keep things locked down as always. But... you know, seeing this and the, like, sheer artistry on display for this. Okay, where's this? Look for any clues. What? Oh. Up until now, it's kind of told me where to look. Now I'm just lost. Oh well. We'll find something somewhere. It's not this house. Oh, round doors. I know it would be stupid, but I would love to have a house that has a round door. Like, it serves no practical benefit, and if anything, it's actually more inconvenient to have a round door. But... there's just a fantasy to it that can't be beat. There's a house in... Oh, I guess we do actually have a marker telling us kind of where to go. Oh, or maybe I'm going the right direction? I think I am, actually. Sick. Didn't even mean to. But yeah, there's a house in Shell's, like, hometown neighborhood that has, like, a really pretty fantasy-looking double door. And some part of me is like, yeah, a double door would work. Probably even better than a single door. Definitely better than a round door. This is how Travers usually comes into town, but when he left, I stacked those rocks on top, and now that, oh. When he left, I stacked those rocks on top, and now they're here. Why do you stack the rocks? Travers says it's so we know if the boulders moved. They must come back at some point. Oh, must have come back at some point, then left again. Must be why the kitchen's a mess. He's probably getting stuff to fix it and was in a rush. Do you want to go out there and see if we can find him? I'm not made for that. Palapori is a town of artisans. We were left behind because we're not built for fighting. I'd probably just die. Seems like there's a really interesting history to this world. What do they mean by left behind? So what do you want to do? The town still has to eat, and I need to think, so I guess we just get on with it and I'll figure something out. What about the broken oven? Let's see if they has some parts. Let's see. Why, hello, Chef. What can I help you with? You haven't seen Travers today, have you? Not today, but I don't usually see him until the evenings. Is something wrong? I love these character designs. I'm not sure if something is wrong, but things definitely aren't right. The restaurant is in shambles, and Travers is nowhere to be found. I think maybe it caught on fire? The oven is broken and everything's a bit burned. That's concerning. Well, I don't have any oven bits at the moment, but I have been dabbling with the idea of expanding my wares. I would no longer be constrained by the whims of the wilds and what washes ashore. I can smith the objects of my own imagination and maybe even yours, if you happen to find some inspiration. Yes, I think I can fix the oven, but I'll need some iron ore, and I just don't have any right now. But there's no ore in Palapori. That could be a problem. Well, I'll try to sort out an alternative solution, but if for some reason you get some ore, I'll have the plan unlocked in my shop. And I'm sure, much like the ore, Travers will show up soon. Yeah, he's probably still getting some mushrooms. Usually doesn't take this long, but that's likely it. Exactly. Oh, exactly. And the oven could have had an ember still in it that exploded or sent smoke everywhere. Yeah, you're right. We just have to get on with the day. Okay, so I need 3 iron to repair the oven. What do you want to do? We should go clean things up. We've never missed a service, even with a broken oven. We still have folks to feed. Yeah, just all of the characters are so vibrant looking, kind of. Who are you? It's like a weird duck horse thing. You can't keep up with me. What are you? It looked like one part duck-billed creature, one part giraffe, but small and not long-necked. Confusing. Oh boy. Alright, well, easy enough to repair. How did that even happen? Oh. It's a decoration location. And we also fixed that problem. Basic bookshelf. Basic bookshelf. Oh, man. Oh, right, I was talking about doors. That's what I was thinking about. I don't know. Reason why I was thinking a double door would be lovely is mostly just for getting stuff in and out of, like, the house. Not that I ever really need to get too many big things in and out, but... Okay, pot collection or a small green pot. I think the pot collection fits better there, at least. Definitely a better spot for the small green pot. Oh, we gained some experience. Ooh, gained some experience. So we can also open. What should we put on the menu? So we can make today's special, the Delishkin rice bowl. We can make 3 of those. Let's not do anything that conflicts with that, because we don't want to do the Delishkin. Do we? Yeah, we don't want to do the Delishkin salad. It'll make us a little bit more money, but we won't, we don't get the bonus appeal. Because if I put this on, yeah, we still don't get to the next tier. So I think I'll leave it as is. Oh, it is like a hearth for Flambe to hang out on. That's cool. Okay, so how do I make anything? And even if the oven's busted, we can still saute. Perfect. How to play avoid the red bubbles. What? Oh. Oh no. Okay, I actually really like this cooking minigame. Oh no, that just showed up underneath. What was I even supposed to do about that? Well, good enough. Aim for the flaming pots. What? How do I... Oh, hold and release to throw. Okay, unlimited slot shots, which is good. Didn't do too hot, but that's fine. I'm mostly just learning. Okay, and wants me to go over here. Chop the ingredients at the right time. Where's the right time? Oh god. Well, at least we're just getting good on these. Is there... Please tell me there's an accessibility mode where I can be like, make these minigames really easy. I mean, maybe it's fine, maybe it doesn't matter that much, but some of these are heck. Okay. Oh, other one. Oh, the leek soup runs out fast. At least there's a lot of opportunities to, like, get experience. So, still fast. Maybe it's one of those that as we level up, it gets easier. Ah, so this is what smells good. Can I take a seat anywhere? Quiet, Tom. We'll get something soon. Okay, this is a cool-looking character. Oh, it smells amazing in here. Not like home, but whatever you're cooking seems great. Who are you? Oh, right. You don't get many outsiders here. We've never gotten an outsider here. Well, I guess until last night. I'm Oishi. I'm an umami denizen, one of their caretakers. Left our haven back in Portobello to fight the monsters near and protect the umami spirits of the marshlands. So what brought you here to Palapori? I was out of the marshlands and needed a break. Saw your big gate and remembered there was supposed to be a town just on the other side. That lovely guard let me in when I told her I needed a snack. She said this restaurant had the best food in all of Salido. I could use some nourishment before I head back out into the wilds. You're going back out there? Of course. I believe there's some spine newts native to the region nearby. I need to make sure they're okay. And if I take down a monster or two, well, that'll keep them and the spirits safe. Seems like a good plan. I think I can help you out. Any requests? I saw some delishkins on my way here. I would love an egg in my meal. I also like some flavors more than others. I always feel more energized if my meal matches my palate. I can figure something out. Oishi has asked for a meal to help him prepare for his venture. As the chef, you will assemble that meal for him, the recipe base and ingredients he'll use, add to his deck of cards, and provide the abilities he'll have for his venture in the wilds. You'll select recipe base as the foundation of the meal. Recipe bases have their own fixed placement on the board, flavor profile, and a set of cards associated with them. Start by selecting the rice bowl. So, village staple, extra cards. Great. Now that you have a recipe base, it's time to add ingredients to make it your own. Select an empty square in the miss in place board to open the ingredients list. This is so freaking cool. So we've got, raw rice, mixed veggies. Okay, this is your ingredients list where you can select an ingredient from your inventory and place it on the board. Here you can learn all about the ingredients you've selected. Each ingredient has a flavor type, flavor weight, and card value. Some even have special effects. Every ingredient you put in your meal adds a card in the deck. Try selecting an umami delishkin egg and placing it next to the mixed veggies. Okay. Oh, umami is probably green? Because I don't think there's another type of umami. Oh, yeah, green is umami. Great. Now that you've placed an ingredient, you can see how it affects the flavor profile here. Caretaker's palette shows the amount of each flavor they want in their meal, indicated by the target range. For each flavor within its target range, the caretaker will gain 5 bonus stamina for their venture. It's also where an ingredient's flavor weight comes into play. The stronger the weight, the more it'll increase that flavor in the meal. Keep an eye on the flavor palette and see how much of an ingredient changes the flavor palette. Above the flavor palette is the caretaker's specific craving. Wants a delishkin egg, which you've already given him, so now it has a gold star. Good job. Fulfilling any caretaker's craving will help you build your relationship with them. Good relationship will unlock perks to help in combat. Place one more ingredient for the meal. Select another empty square and ingredients on the list. This is freaking cool. Okay, give Oishi a sour card by selecting the cow milk and placing it next to the delishkin egg. They're going to be synergy bonuses. That'd be really nice if there were actually, like, placement synergies. It doesn't seem like there is, though. Well, no, there is. I wonder how and why that's... Oh, this is the flavor of a wheel. It shows the relationships between all the flavors in our world. Some flavors enhance one another, while others balance one out, decreasing their weight. The umami delishkin egg balances the bitter mixed veggies, while the sour cow milk enhances the umami delishkin egg. Flavor relationship goes both ways, so sour enhances umami, umami enhances sour. These relationships affect overall flavor profile of the meal. Maybe you need to lower your bitter flavor profile to match the target range? Try placing a bitter ingredient next to the umami ingredient to lower both their weights. This is the caretaker's deck. It'll be used for combat and is assembled from the choices you made for your recipe based on ingredients, but we'll dive more into that later. Okay, well, we can serve. So, sure. I mean, it's not letting me do more. God, that looks good. Oh, and they're shrinking and eating the whole dang bowl. All right. That was quite delicious. I just need a moment to digest. I'll head back out into the wilds once you close. Ready to close the restaurant for the evening? Sure. Yeah, I'll admit I don't like the cooking minigame that much, just because so many of them were kind of just madness and a little hasty for me. Once again, difficulty settings for that would be huge, just so I don't have to stress out over it. But the rest of that was just so good already. You're not going to believe what happened. Like, I knew I felt weird after your cooking, but I didn't know how weird. Okay. It's a good thing, I think. Well, I don't know, but it's a thing. So what happened? I have to show you. I put something together with the help of Thea and Gia. Meet me at the tea house when you're ready. Okay, so first, I want to do a quick circuit. Time has passed, I want to see if anything else has shown up. Because I was kind of hoping to catch a hoop fish. But I have no grubs. No, we might honestly have to wait until the next day to get more grubs. Unless something shows up while I'm out and about. But yeah, it seems like we're pretty devoid of things to collect. Some leaves, I suppose. I think there's probably some things I've missed in town, but only so much. Over here. Isn't this amazing? We built a puppet theater. I mean, it's pretty fun. Who's in there? We'll talk about that later. I need to show you what happened today in the wilds. Oh, that's fun. So they give us a recap of what they did while they're out and about in the form of a puppet theater. Okay, that's fun. I want to hear all about it. Okay, here it goes. Oh, this is cute. So I went back into the marshlands just as I planned, but my stomach was dancing and twisting. I wasn't sick, but something was off. I did my best to ignore the rumbles. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a full thing then. Oh, this is charming. It only took a few steps before I realized my tracks were not alone. Something had trudged through the mud before me. Something I'd never seen or read about. And when I looked up to see what was ahead, a plant approached me. I reached out, but it did not seem friendly. My stomach lurched as the rumble grew stronger, and then I could feel it. The flavor was magic. Flavor magic was within me, giving me power. So I listened to my stomach, and suddenly I channeled the magic of the flavor spirits to fight off this little toothed planter. Welcome to combat. The meal you cooked for your caretakers set them up for battle and is influencing their card, stamina, and abilities. Your goal is to defeat monsters, earn new ingredients, and help the caretaker venture further into the wilds. Beastro's combat takes place over a number of rounds. Each round, the monster will play its card first. The monster's card will set the flavor type of the round, also known as the leading the trick in card games. Oh, your goal is to match the monster's flavor and outscore them. We'll go over this in more detail now. So it played a new Umami 2 card. The key pieces of information on the card are the value and the flavor. The ingredient rewarded as loot if won is shown by the icon in the middle, and the bouncing flavors icon is shown in the top right. We'll have more about this later. Now that the monster set out the flavor in the round, let's see what we can do about it. As mentioned before, the main goal is to match the flavor played with a higher value number. Playing a card with the incorrect flavor will result in an automatic loss. There's one exception to the rule which we will explore later. Taking a look at your hand, you have just the thing for this minion. An Umami 4. Select the Umami 4 from your hand, place it in the staging area. That should do it. Now that you've selected a card, a few pieces of information on the screen will tell you how the round will play out. Since you're winning the trick, the monster will show a shield on their card, indicating they're blocking. The monster card also lowered in height, showing that your card is winning. This brings us to the card comparison for damage. Okay, so you hit for 2 damage. Oishi's base attack value is +3, indicated by the number on the sword. It's also out of the total, so 5 damage is being done to the minion. Now it's time to lock in your turn, press play, commit. Okay, so it is technically, I'm gonna say, I think this is a roguelite deck builder, kind of. Both monsters and caretakers have stamina. When it reaches 0, you've won. Then your caretaker's stamina reaches 0, the venture ends and you lose a percentage of your loot. Monsters also have a base attack. They win the trick, same card comparison. Okay, same deal, finish it off. Well, I'm just gonna toss this. Because, yeah, we're winning anyway. Might as well go for it. So the combat system is pretty light. I wonder if we get, well, we definitely get more interesting effects later. Because I remember a number of the ingredients having unique effects. Seems the minion would set the flavor magic, and the value I need to overcome. My flavor magic matched the monsters and had a higher value at attack. If my magic was weaker, I'd be attacked. However, as long as I matched the flavor, I could block some of the damage of the attack. Let's see what else this flavor magic can do. Okay, so it has a bitter 2 card. Luckily for you, just like at Miss in Place, flavors in combat can be balanced and enhanced. In this case, you'll be balancing the monster's flavor card. The monster card, the balancing flavor icon is shown, bitter is balanced by umami, and you have plenty of umami cards. You can also see which cards will balance the monster's card by looking in your hand. Your balancing cards will be jumping with magical power. You can also access the flavor wheel in combat to review them at any time. This time, instead of matching the monster's flavor, we'll play a balancing flavor, balance it with 4. Okay, so the balance is the thing with the dot between. So if it was like salty, we might not even be able to do anything. So we have enhance and then, neat. When a monster's card is balanced, its value is cut in half. In this case, it cuts bitter down to bitter 1, leading to greater damage. Just like Miss in Place, the relationship goes both ways. An umami card balances a bitter card, and a bitter card balances an umami card. However, you don't have to worry about your cards getting balanced. Since monsters lead the rounds, only their cards can be balanced in combat. Now hit play. So effectively, it's like a sort of crit. Sort of. Okay, the monster sets the flavor of the fight, and it's up to me to pick a card that matches or balances the monster's flavor. If my magic is stronger, I attack. So I will look for one of those flavors in my hand each time I encounter a battle. Balancing a monster's magic cuts their value in half, giving me a great advantage. Oh, another one! This minion has a card equal to your highest value in your deck. However, you can tackle this problem by enhancing your card. Start by playing an Umami 4. Bottom left corner of the Caretaker's card shows the enhancing flavor. Following the same rules as Miss in Place, enhancing both ways. Okay, so we can enhance by sour. Enhancing combines the value of the two played cards, helping you outscore big cards. After you play your main card, you'll have the chance to enhance it. Cards that can enhance the main card will bounce. Okay, you also see the flavor wheel, so we can just toss that in. Enhanced, big damage. I like the little soul leaving its body. That's weird. On the nose? I don't know if on the nose is the right term, but still. And then I found what I've been looking for. Shrimp newt tails. I knew they were out there somewhere, but usually the spine newt. Oh, spine newt tails. But usually spine newts are in the same places where they drop their tails. But I don't see it any around. I decided to grab the tail to investigate. Ready? Stay within the green area. Okay, so this... Oh, God. Actually, this is weirdly rough. We got it, though. Yes. Oh no. This is very dry. They're distressed. They'll head to the wettest area they can find. Okay, water. There's water everywhere. Where would they go? The streaming kelp trees. That'd be the safest, the wettest place. The safest and the wettest place to hide out. Okay. And then I saw some weeds dancing through the mud. They're traveling in packs now. Two of the minions are here for this encounter. You'll need to play one card to fight both monsters. You can only cast one spell per round. Your card will play against each monster independently. We'll fight against the nearest monster first and the farthest monster second. Two monsters, there will be some rounds where you'll be able to attack both monsters with one card. There will be others where it's impossible to beat both with one card. In those instances, you must decide which monster to take damage from. In this case, you can beat both by playing a higher value Umami card. Whoop. Okay. Select a card again. Doesn't really matter. It does weird me out a little bit that I'm harvesting the cards that they're presenting, because it kind of feels like I'm ripping parts off of their bodies mid-combat, and that feels, something about that feels deeply wrong to me. But okay. I bet it can balance one monster's magic and match the others. You can view your cards at any time here, see the remaining cards in your deck, discard pile, and the loot you've won so far. You don't always have to, or if you don't have the cards you need, you can always use fill hand to draw back up to 5 cards, or discard to get in a whole new hand, but it costs some stamina. That's everything you need to know about combat for now. It may feel like a lot to learn, but you'll get the hang of it after a few battles. Now finish the fight. Okay, so Umami will do the trick. Yeah, I'm so glad that it actually previews these things. So yeah, because you can actually handle a variety of things. Oh, maybe not. I was wondering if I could use green against purple, but no. I can use purple to boost green. Would you look at that? I just need to focus on how I can be stronger than my enemy. Using the balancing flavor to the monster's magic. Using the balancing flavor to the monster's magic will help me cut their value in half. Also improve my primary flavor. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go here. So I guess it's not really a roguelite unless there's some actual mid-run progression to find. And soon enough, I found Flump Bay's rest stop in the pyre she would sleep in during her journeys. I figured it would be a good place for her to rest, and it would be one for me too. I lit her pyre and set up my tent. I'd be able to start my next venture from here as I explored the marshlands. I tried to sleep, but I was much too excited. So much had changed. I rushed back to Palapori, and well, here we are. A successful adventure, complete with new ingredients to try. With the pyre now lit, I can start my journeys from here in the future. So yeah, not really roguelike-y, though it definitely presents as such. I still can't believe it, Chef. I've eaten hundreds of meals in my lifetime and I've never had magic like that. What are you putting in your food? I didn't really do anything. Travers and I haven't done before. Suppose I made a special meal for you, but I didn't do anything different. I just cooked it up over our fire. About that, your fire seemed a bit, well, flambe-like. Oh. It's okay, Panko. Oishi, good to properly meet you. Must apologize for not introducing myself earlier. You're alive! Oh, I knew it was you back in the restaurant, but I wasn't quite sure. But then when I had all this flavor magic, I just knew. You're not mad? We all make hard choices. Something brought us both here. It seems like we're to work together. Maybe you're not ready to go back out there, but I am, and it seems like you can send your magic with me. Oh, I brought you back some of the minions I fought. Even if they're monsters, we shouldn't let them go to waste. I can't help but wonder what they taste like. Do you think I get some kind of new magic? They seem to be able to grow, so maybe I can too. That's a great idea. The monsters seem to be gaining magic from the flavor spirits they're consuming. Maybe we can channel that magic into you through our cooking. Let's head to the restaurant before bed. We need to study how to cook with minion before we can add these tails to a dish. I'm going to hang out here for a minute and try to figure out where I'm going to rest tonight. Bull said she'd help me find a place to sleep. See you tomorrow, little chef. On a trick win, attack value is converted to healing. Sick. Ingredient requires some studying. And yeah, we don't have any bugs, so I can't go fishing again until the next night. And that's okay. Probably. Unless I can go to the shop and buy some grub? No. Yes, maybe. Mixed veggies. Mystery seed. Well, do we buy? Sure, mystery seed. See what happens. Yeah, if I hadn't gotten rid of every single one of my things. But who knows, maybe I don't need the hoopfish that bad. Or, let's go back down. We might have some other bugs that I can use. I kind of wish for the first day at the very least. Ooh, there is a thing. Glow grub. Great for fishing. The Lishkins don't care for them. Sick. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Just a little bit of a like, oops, you used up all your grubs. Here's a extra fishing bait. So you don't have to worry about it. Trying to see if I'm missing any ingredients there. Just gotta double check. Looks like that's it. Yeah, because I was a little concerned that I'd miss out on potentially catching the hoopfish. Assuming I can catch a hoopfish. Yeah, some of the characters are much more like standard animals. A couple of them are a little bit less so. Maybe goat? Interesting that the fishing minigame actually is kind of not. There's the hoopfish. What? I mean, I kind of figured it'd be something like that, but I wasn't expecting it to just be full circle. It honestly doesn't look healthy. It looks cursed. Okay, there we go. Well, I don't care for the shrimp. I could probably toss a little further than that. At least you don't lose the bait if you screw up a cast. Which is good. I'm trying to think of games where you actually do lose the bait if you mess up. Okay. I either have one or none left. Okay, when played as an enhancer on a winning trick, do +1 bonus attack. Neat. We didn't find the iron ore either. That's fine. I don't know. I'm finding this expressly pleasant. I'm glad that the combat system isn't just Slay the Spire again. It honestly feels very board gamey. In a good way, frankly. Okay, try sauteing the minion meat at the kitchen. I think I can cook this in here. Okay, avoid the red bubbles. So I'm gonna cluster them all together again. Because last time... Whoop. Yeah, it seems like the trick is, to some degree, cycling around the edge. Damn. Where did one of the... Okay. That worked. Minion's a bit chewy, but has some really nice umami flavor. Kind of like a meaty mushroom, with some herbs already built in. Probably make a new recipe base out of this for Oishi. Should write up a new recipe card. Panko's learned how to use minion meat. Many monster ingredients will require Panko to study how to use them by practicing their technique. Each time you successfully learn how to cook a new ingredient, you earn chef experience. You also gain chef experience by completing quests, building relationships, serving patrons, and more. As you earn chef experience, you unlock chef points, which are used to unlock new recipes for Panko. Now you've earned your first chef point. Use it in the recipe box to spend it. Okay. This one. Travis always told me to put any new recipe ideas in here. I never felt ready before, but sauteing with that minion meat gave me a good idea. Okay. So it's where we learn new recipe bases for caretakers and patron meals. To serve to the townsfolk, the box will be open when you have a chef point ready to use. Oh, so it's kind of like a weird talent tree thing. Interesting. Bases are paired with starting cards that have a square icon. Look for bases that build towards the decks and abilities you want. Many bases have effects they unlock. Patron meals will help Panko earn more money and unlock future upgrades. Look for round icons for those. So we have mixed veggie, beak leek, and cloudberry. Alright, we don't have mystery, so I guess we're going this direction. Minion meat rice bowl. Looks proper tasty. It could have also made this one, but it doesn't use minion. Okay, and then go to bed. Yeah, genuinely loving this. I think this is... Oh, look at the texturing on the clouds. It has that, like, really nice, messy, hand-painted look that I really have started to love. I used to like the really, like, clean World of Warcraft, like, over-rendered style, but as I've gotten older, the more I actually really like the intentionality of the mark making, the little kind of illustrative bits, mixed in with the more, like, standard blending and textures of more traditional painting. You made all this on your own? Oh, so impressive. Why, thank you. I really do feel as if I've come into my own here. So I had this idea. As I keep venturing into the wilds, I'm not sure if I'll always have the stamina to reach a camp. I need a way to ask for help. Yes, some kind of call. So we know you need a pickup. And then one of us, crows, could come scoop you up in our strong talons and carry you back here like a baby. Exactly. What you need is a call bell. You know what? Give me 1 second. Taha! It is done. Such a great idea. Deserves to be brought to life. Oh, it's so cute. Please take this with you on your next venture. And if you want to leave, just give it a ring. Ooh, I love it. Gonna tuck this right in the softest moss to keep it safe. Many thanks. I'll be in the garden if you need me. I like the pink swirly toenails. Why not? Oh, Flambe is a red panda. There we go. I still can't believe it. We gave Oishi some of my magic through my flame and your food. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. You don't seem excited. Well, it's just like everything is changing. I was happy being a sous chef. Now Travers is gone, a random caretaker shows up, and I had to cook minion meat, whatever that is, and like everything is just not the same. Wait, did Oishi move into my garden? That wasn't there before. No, I gotta talk to him. But first, water the garden. I look forward to actually playing this proper when it's off rails a little bit. It's just been feeling a smidge... I don't want to say static exactly. It's just very on rails to the point where... There it is. I'm not able to, like, experiment or play around with things. And that's, frankly, it's okay. I don't begrudge too much beyond just wanting to be able to, I don't know, see if I have any upgrades or what other recipes I can have or so on and so forth. But on the flip side, as far as, like, wait, Delishkin meat. Wait, what? Concern? I did not realize, but every morning there is just some amount of chicken meat, more or less, in here. Where is it coming from? What's happening to the Delishkins? What goes on in there? Am I just shaving a leg off and they just regrow it? Did they just bud meat? Morning, chef. I hope you don't mind, but I set up a little animal study zone in the garden. Makes me feel at home. Speaking of home, the rest stop I found yesterday will be our new camp. I'll start today's venture from there so I can explore more of the marshlands. So it seems like you're here for the long haul? Absolutely. I'm a caretaker and this problem has not been taken care of, so back out I go today. Also, this rock desk I brought is really heavy and I don't want to move it again. You were well chosen as a caretaker. You're welcome to use my rest stops to set up camp all throughout the wilds. There should be another out there that will unlock deeper in the regions of the marshlands. Wonderful! We can set up camp at each rest stop we find. I'll be on the lookout for that one. And while I know we need to deal with the remnants, I need to find the spy newts in the region. We have to protect our native creatures if we hope to keep the flavor spirits happy and healthy. We should be able to give them a safe hideaway here in Palapori. I just have to find them and talk to them. I'll see you later at the restaurant. I already know what I want too. Some of that minion we got yesterday. We shouldn't let it go to waste. So, Palapori has 3 phases. Prep, morning, restaurant open, afternoon, and recap night. Dial on the top left shows you which phase you're in and what you're up to. So, each morning, prepare for your day and your diners. Visit your garden, tend to your plants and creatures. Take a moment to check in with the townsfolk, see if you can buy new equipment, decorations for the garden, to unlock useful bonuses and upgrades. Prep as much as you want to. If you only want a specific ingredient, you can focus on that, ignore the rest. Every day, the caretaker will make a reservation at the restaurant. Prepare for their venture. So that Oishi has the reservation for today. Let's see. Once you've fed your caretaker, close the restaurant, go to the night phase, and they'll be waiting for you in the tea house. If you see the tea icon on a quest, that means the objective must be completed during a venture. After you've helped the caretaker with their venture and completed your chosen nighttime activities, it's time for bed. Moon will appear over the teacup in the dial, letting you know it's time for bed. Okay, neat. Well, I think this is lovely. Unfortunately, I'm more or less out of time, and I'm not going to be able to really do more than this. Let's see, might as well talk here. I'm so excited, new resident means new inventory. The crows and I even struck up a deal. They go back and collect things that get dropped in the wilds, and I get new exciting things to sell. But we have to clear out the inventory to have space for the new items. So, you're having a sale. Of course not. So, we can buy more egg. I mean, I have some money, and we also have minion meat. I don't actually know how much of those I need, which is a concern. Oh, right, and I should go feed my cow. But, yeah, as far as like a story-based restaurant sim, this is really freaking good. Easily one of the best I've played ever? I'm actually trying to think of like farm sim, restaurant sims that actually go this far, and I don't think I can think of a single one, actually. And so, like, this is really good. It's using a lot of ideas I've seen before, and I'm curious about how the actual, like, deck builder gameplay is going to feel. If there's some kind of, like, interesting progression systems to play around with for the characters, or if it's purely just based on the ingredients I'm bringing along and fairly even keel the entire way through it. That feels like something I'm going to go into at some point. Don't know. But one way or another, it seems like a brilliant combination of ideas in a way that I've never seen fully executed in this way, let alone to this quality. and is something that, like, I'm very much going to be keeping an eye on going forward, just because this is just absurdly good. Like, the visual style, the writing, the lore, the charm, I mean, look at those clouds. See the kind of parallel line brushes? I love it when people do that. I need to actually start doing that myself with my own work. I'm a little bit more like cell shady, clean illustrative, so I don't know if it would fit as well. But I love it when developers, when artists have that specific type of like mark making, especially because it's like it breaks up the smoothness of it. I don't know, it adds texture that technically didn't need to be there, but by doing so, it just looks so nice. And I don't know, it's a small, what's the opposite of like a bugbear? Missing page, loose book page. Maybe Tark will know more. Guess we'll go up here. Are you Tark? Nope. Hey, Panko. Baka, so good to see you. What brings you back here? Oh, you know, this, that, the big flash of light that burst forth from the marshlands. Feathers on the back of my neck stood up so high I looked like a rocketoo. I'm not one to ignore the signs, so I took to the skies to come back and check on my big sis. Didn't happen to catch a glimpse of Travers, did you? I didn't, but I wasn't looking either. I heard he's missing. Yeah, Oishi's gonna help look for him when he goes on his ventures. Oh yes, that umami caretaker. Sis told me you had one in town. Then she assigns me a job. She never rests. I'm to pick up this Oishi if he ever rings the call bell from the wilds. Oh, that's great. Are you sure you're strong enough? Of course I am. I can't believe you'd ask me something so offensive. I'll even bring back as many of his findings as I can, with me as I can. Though probably not everything. But speak with me later and I'll see if I can track down any dropped items in the wilds to help you out too. Should probably stretch. See you later. Like, I don't know, just every aspect of this just has me smiling. It's weird. Like, my face is actually getting tired, which is part of the reason why I don't want to record more. Because I've just kind of had that, like, oh, this is so cool smile on my face this entire time in a way that, like, is actually making my face hurt. Which very few games manage to pull that off on me. And unfortunately, the other one recently was Vampire Crawlers, which is why my face is tired, because I haven't had a break in a little while. But rest assured, I think this game is incredibly cool, incredibly neat, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. Hopefully my demo progress carries over so I do not have to replay all this again, because I think if I did, I would lose my mind. That is the one thing I don't like about really handholdy tutorials, is if I ever have to replay them, I often just don't. And that's dire. But I guess I could always do it off camera or something. I don't know. Anywho, I guess with all of this said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. And of course, oh yeah, I wonder when this saves. 5 minutes ago. Can I do save and quit? Oh, good. It's not like Stardew Valley where it only saves at the beginning of the day, because I always hate that. I think Cuisinero is the same way, and it sucked. But might as well mention the Beastro demo might still be up, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is a good time, and you can probably go at least a little bit further than me. And just try, do another run, get a little bit further, cook some other meals, so on and so forth. But for now, I guess, did I do my usual like, comment, subscribe? I don't know if I did. You know the drill. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.